觉得可以成为一个人生的赢家才算成功。当然，人生的赢家他不只是在某个领域上，我希望是在整个人生的过程中，包括事业、家庭、生活每个方面，得到自己想要的东西，得到自己的满足，所以每天能很开心、很喜悦，这样算是成功。
From a very young age, we always had something. When you're 12 and 13, I didn't really know what that feeling was or how it was or where it would go. But I think my wife's sister said to me, she remembers when I was quite young, that I said, I'll marry your sister one day. I don't know how old I was, but and I think that was before we were together.
应该会很珍惜我当球员的时光吧，这样他们才能记住我在球场上的样子。如果说褪下这些光环之后，可能我就跟一般人一样，没有什么不同。我应该会很搞笑，然后开玩笑，然后让他们记住我开心的样子。
最骄傲的一刻，就是当爸爸的时候，对，陪老婆去待产的时候。
可以记录下你当时的心情。
当时的心情应该是很感动吧，因为生小孩的时候，其实妈妈是很痛的，对啊，不是很痛。
Hello there, good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to T2 Cabin, where the T2 Asia Pacific Table Tennis League is underway. And today is day 2 and round 2. We have a lot to offer on the plate. Before we move on, let's first check out the current standings of the men's and women's individuals and also the teams. Check it out. On the men's side, we have Chen Jin An rather taking the lead, and Timo followed by, and this is second half of the page of the men's side. Now let's check out the women's leaderboard. Sun Yinsha right now replacing China's Wu Yang is taking the lead. Wang Manyi replacing Ding Ying is the second. This is the second page or second half of the women's leaderboard. Now the teams rankings. All right, so far Team Maze is taking the lead with 910 points won. Well, this is just the beginning of round 2. Now this afternoon we will have the first fixture featuring Team JJ taking on Team Person, and the second one in the evening, which will take place around 7 p.m. featuring Team Maze and Team Rossi. So a lot to offer today. All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? First of all, let's put our hands together for Team JJ, consisting of Vladimir Samsonov, Zhuang Zhiyuan, and Tomokazu Harimoto. Sun Yinsha replacing Wu Yang, as I mentioned, and Jiong Jiki, Tian Zhixi, and last but not least, Matilda Elcombe. And Captain Jiang Jialiang is leading the team. Now, folks, equally, let's warmly welcome Team Person, consisting of Jun Mitsutani, Jun Set-Yuk, Matthias Carson, Bernadette Zox, Susasini, Sawatabu, and last but not least, Wang Manyi replacing Ding Yin, and Captain Jürgen Person. And now, folks, let's also warmly welcome our referee team. All right, here we go. All right, well, two gentlemen, the captains step forward. Let's join us for the coin toss. Let's see who is going to take the first appearance right here. All right, black and red. Jürgen, your choice.
Yeah, I start with black today.
All right, black today. Red for Jiang Jialiang. Black, your wish has been granted.
Yeah, and I choose this side and play with Search.
Search, all right, Bernadette Search. And Jialiang, your answer?
Lao Ma from Sweden.
All right, Matilda, two European players. All right, thank you. Bring them on.
Welcome back to the fabulous T2 Cavern for day 2. Another action-packed day of high-class play is in store for all of us. I'm Gavin Rumgate, the 12 times Scottish national champion, and I'll be with you for all of today's excitement. Alongside me in the commentary box is Ashley Given, the 5 times Northern Ireland national women's champion. Ashley, what did you think of yesterday's matches?
Thanks, Gavin. Yeah, we had some interesting results. Team Maze breaking the 20-point barrier, beating Team Pearson 21-8, reversing the score of round 1. Team Rossi suffering yet another loss, disappointing from them, but I'm sure they'll be back out tonight, ready to right that wrong.
And we have an interesting women's match up first. Obviously each day it changes. Sometimes it's the men's matches that come in to position 1, 3 and 5, and sometimes, like we see today, it's the women's matches that are in positions 1, 3 and 5, with Matilda Ekholm at our left and Bernadette Zox of Romania on our right. So Matilda Ekholm here, talented left-handed Swede, a current ranking at the moment of 33, but has been as high as 20 in the world.
Here now on the screen we have Bernadette Zox, 22 years old. She won the Romanian National Championships back in 2012. We know she can play at this level against fellow senior European women. Be an interesting match here.
And here's the referee, Sam Kong Meng of Malaysia. Nice little smile there, and of course, he's quick to call time. And in this T2 cavern, a lot of time is being addressed very, very closely. You're only getting 15 seconds between points, so players are feeling a little bit rushed. As Timo Ball said yesterday, I feel a little bit stressed, he said. So let's see how we get on here. It's Bernadette Zox to serve first.
One love.
We can see there that's a deliberate tactic from Bernadette, serving half long into the Ekholm forehand, hoping for a slow spinny ball that she can use.
A big misread of the serve there from Zox. Managed to get back into the point though, unlucky not to win it.
2-all.
And we see a lot of Matilda Ekholm's games. She wins a lot of points on serve, and it'll be interesting in this match if she can capitalise on her strong serve.
3-2.
Our assistant referee just making sure that the palm is nice and flat before the serve is delivered.
3-all.
And this is a 24-minute match for those of you that couldn't join us yesterday. The clock's going to count down from 24 minutes. 15 seconds between points. And at 10-all, we don't have any deuces either, so that's adding a little bit of intrigue as well. A lot of matches yesterday ended up at 10-all. It was that interesting sudden death point.
That's not what you want for the opening set. She didn't do too well there in her first serve either, just drifting long, letting Socks come in.
Nervy times in these opening exchanges.
4-5.
Remember, there's a lot on this match in terms of getting a lead for your team and also for yourself. Each match here, if you're to win, it's a nice paycheck, $1,000. That's not bad for 24 minutes work.
Adapting better now to the Ekholm serve, but it's just drifting a little bit too long. Bernadette's more comfortable attacking instead of touching around the net.
It's a wonderful reloop there from the Ekholm racket. Look at the way she strides round and just drags the racket across the ball. Lovely slow-mo there of the action on the Bernadette Zox serve. Freddie, our fly, is back in town.
7-6.
Slight edge there. A late apology from Socks. She is a fiery one.
That's a wonderful hunt of serve. Crucial when someone delivers a fancy serve. A lot of the times those serves are just 2 or 3 inches off the end, and if you're playing well and you're seeing the ball, you can really capitalise on that.
Yeah, Gavin, she can't really afford to let Ekholm dictate all the play here. She's too strong out in the forehand wing.
Wonderful change of direction there. Ekholm, the first few service deliveries have been cross court. Look at that one, massive change.
Sox dealt with that there very well indeed. Not easy to play against Ekholm when she's back from the table. She can choose to turn around and swing a forehand.
Big service now. Really appreciated the way that she managed to get round there, attack aggressively. That's what Zox needs to do.
Placement was excellent there from Sox. Just outside of the middle of the table, playing more into the Ekholm hip, not letting her get fully around the ball.
Got to be delighted with that when you make really good impact on the ball. Lovely arc, sending that through the air with a huge amount of dip. So it's game point. A little unforced error there, just not quite accelerating through the ball, Ekholm, and it just went a little bit flat long. Interesting this. Zox has the service now, so she's in control. That's sudden death. And that's what you want to do, send in a reloop. Well done. Zox is back. Look at that, high five from the bench. It's Team Person that get their scoreboard going in these early stages of this afternoon session. It's confirmation for us, winning by that single point in the first game. Well, if that's what we've got in store for the rest of the day, it's going to be a cracker. Normally in table tennis, after each game, you would go round to the other side, but not in the T2 rules. We stay here for 2 games, and then we go round to the other side and get a different look at this fabulous cavern.
She's definitely dealing with the serve a lot better here. A little bit of advice from Jorgen Persson from the side, fellow Swedish player as well.
First time she's used the pendulum service. It's a fault there.
1-2. No. It's not often we see Bernadette being called for a service. She'll be very disappointed with that call.
Bernadette. Bernadette just asking for clarification on why she was faulted there.
Interesting, the clock didn't stop there. We have lost a little bit of time.
And when you've had a call like that, and it was a horrible call, that is the way to respond.
Let 2-all.
Matilda just feeling a little bit under pressure here, changing up her serve. She went to the pendulum before, now the long deep. Just a little bit too slow, right in the racket too.
Wonderful spin up there. Caught Zox with the long serve initially. Look at the way she just hoists that ball up into the air, and that's very difficult to control. Made good contact with that as well.
You can see Zox looking to get in more, serving a little float serve there, hoping that Ekholm will either mess up the serve or push long, getting Zox to get in.
So this is the first of 6 matches that we'll see in this fascinating tussle. It's always a women's match, followed by a men's match, and we continue like that until we have had 6 games. It always gets intriguing who can get off to the fast start. Team JJ and Team Person, they've done really well so far in the league.
6-4.
That deafening clap here, you hear, to the left hand side of me, if you want to know, is Matthias Carlson on his feet again. Nice to see Team Pearson has their bear mascot on show, front and center. That's real team spirit there, folks.
The stats are tight, as you would expect so far. Not much in this.
6-7.
Appreciation there from Person. He knows it's tough when Zox disappears back from the table, and that's what he'll be hoping that Ekholm can capitalise on.
Ready to fly. May have just been executed there by Bernadette Zox on the floor. All humane, of course.
Nothing to worry about. A little kick of the ball away there. Well, on the World Tour, that would possibly be a yellow card. Be interesting how the referees deal with some of that through the remainder of the day.
Look at what it means to Zox, so important points being accumulated. She's using a similar tactic again, choosing to go to the Ekholm forehand first, then playing long, deep, wide to the Ekholm backhand. She knows Ekholm won't get round there quick enough.
4 game points. That's a good miss though. And that's it. Zox just telling us that just calm down, relax. Got another 3 opportunities.
But of course, as we know, it's not like normal table tennis where she can take her time. She really wants to speed ahead here, getting more and more points on the board.
Got to appreciate that little number that JJ has on. He's set for the beach. Of course, it was going to be a timeout there. Jorgen Persson, former Olympic champion, world number 1. He'll know when to call the timeouts. So many games yesterday were decided by a single point at 10-all. It's the same way we've started today. So from Zox's perspective, she'll be looking to win it on her own serve here. This is the last of her serves in the 2 sequence.
A little bit clever there. New Socks is going to try and penetrate the backhand. Getting round here. Lovely.
Much better movement from the Swede. So let's see if she used one of those big deceptive serves. She's known for those.
11-10.
Matilda hurls her bat across the table. Now, if that's not a yellow card, I don't know what is.
Match break for 1 minute.
No warning either in the earlier stage. Surely that even had to just warrant a warning at least.
I look at an umpire and I get a yellow card, so I don't know what is happening there. It's quite clear in the rules. Interesting. But anyway, from Zock's perspective, that's a solid 2 games to love lead, winning on sudden death juice point both times.
Team Pearson bench on their feet behind them, just showing respect to the coach and the player on the court. Nice to see.
Second, serve to serve, love all. Love 1.
So we have less than 9 minutes remaining out of the 24. For those of you just joining us, if it does reach the kill zone between 22 and 24 minutes, so with 2 minutes remaining, we would then go to a shortened set, first to 5 points, and at 4 all, again we would see a sudden death point. So here we go again. It's another quick start for Zox.
There's another change of service. You can really see how Ekholm is starting to get a little bit stressed. She relied on her reverse service yesterday, now not using it too much.
It's wonderful to see this. 2 fiery characters matching up against each other. This is what we want in the women's game.
Now if this streak continues, you think Ekholm will be a little bit more fiery. But of course, yet to get a warning.
Look at the concentration on Zock's face. She's down, ready to receive this serve. Flowing now, backhands and forehands, moving well. Wonderful view there of our cavern.
Usually, if the player is stressed, the coach starts to get stressed. But Zhang Jiliang looks as cool as a cucumber over there in his little Hawaiian number.
An ugly flat flick, lovely variation. This could be an extremely quick set. The last set was just over 8 minutes, at 8 minutes and 7 seconds. It's amazing when someone gets on a roll though. We've only been going just over 3 minutes in this set, and already Zock's way ahead.
Now, last night, Team Pearson looked a little bit defeated. Jorgen must have had a little bit of a word this morning. Sox has come out of the blocks, firing at all cylinders.
10-2.
So with 8 game points, Zox will be looking now to wrap this one up. And there it is. A little Joe, a little shout, keeping everything positive. And I think that was just down to the first 2 sets. Matilda Ekholm, attitude disintegrating a little bit, getting a little bit negative, and that definitely impacted on her performance in that 3rd set.
Mentality does play a huge part in table tennis, especially here in the T2 cavern in the new T2 system. Just surprised that the umpires have let this little despondent display happen.
It's better from Matilda. A wonderful change of speed there from the Romanian. The way she just used that deft touch to get the serve back, fast in.
Bernie not letting up here at all. Every even little scrappy points gets at Joe.
Yep, just get a little bit closer to the table, says Zox.
3-2.
Jorgen just a little bit unhappy with that point. Bernadette making sure she's not playing right in the racket. It's a few inches over into the Ekholm hip, just enough to throw her off balance.
Look at the points won on serve as well. That's a very encouraging stat for Bernadette. 21-16.
3-4.
One of the very few unforced errors we've seen from the Zox racket. Big positive shouts again. It looks like this is going to be the last set we're going to play. Just over 2 minutes left.
5-4.
Whoever is leading, it could be 8 points to 7. That would then mean a point for their team and individually.
4-6.
Of course though, with only 2 minutes to go, it means the $1,000 is safely in Bernadette's bank account.
She doesn't want to stick on 3 sets though. She wants 4. Ruthless.
7-5.
Ekholm just taking a little bit longer there. Tactical. Umpire still not calling it though. Not a great start.
So the umpire not enforcing the 15-second rule when a player throws their racket over to the other side of the table as well. Again, not brandishing the yellow card, so I don't really know what's going on out here, to be honest.
That's better from Ekholm there. Only 36 seconds remaining though. Can't she stick in the lead? Can Bernie get another 2 points and then it's sudden death?
Quick fire point, and this for me is definitely time wasting. Absolutely time wasting there from Matilda Ekholm, and it's horrible to see that.
No. We should have had 2 points played there, really.
Time's up. Game to Ekholm, 9-7. Match to Search.
And there it is. It was fiery. It was 3 sets to 1 for Bernadette Zox.
Doesn't look happy though, not fully. Little thumbs up at the end. A little bit of sarcasm really there. Not happy with Ekholm wasting time. Even Jorgen says no problem, just let it go. It's okay.
Be happy. Be happy.
Well, 2 fiery characters when they come again head to head. Quite interesting. Look at the service points won though. Team person Bernadette Zox 67%. That is extremely high. That's dominant on serve.
29 to 14 forehand winners as well in favour of Bernadette Zox. Just showing just the more aggressive of the two. Staying a little bit closer really is crucial in the women's game.
Wonderful to see the screams, the throw of the racket there that was rewarded, not given a yellow card, but it definitely was the younger of the players, the fierier of the players, Bernadette Zox, that gets her team off to a flying start with a 3 sets to 1 victory.
Bernadette is with us here. Bernadette, congratulations on winning 3 points for the team. Are you happy with your performance today?
Yes, I am really happy because I beat a top player, and I am really happy that I make 3 points for my team. And I am really happy also that I play really well.
Impressively well, indeed. Well done the job, really. Thank you very much, Bernadette. And we take a short break. When we come back, game 2. Welcome back. Now, game 2 is about to unfold. The 2 gentlemen are with me. Right, let's do another round of coin toss. JJ, your choice.
Black.
Black for a change, huh? Okay, let's do that. Sorry, red is here with you.
And we are staying here, and I'm playing Jun Mitsutani.
Jun Mitsutani of Japan. And JJ, your answer?
庄智渊.
Zhang Zhiyuan of Chinese Taipei. Great. 2 top-class Asian players for game 2.
So after seeing a really entertaining and fiery first match between the Romanian Bernadette Zox and the Swede Matilda Ekholm, maybe this one will be a slightly calmer affair. Who knows? Wonderful view from both players. Just going through a 1-minute knock-up.
course, in the red t-shirt, we have Jun Mitsutani. He was the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals champion in 2014.
And here we are, Chuan Chi-wan of Chinese Taipei. It's been as high as 3 in the world, currently at 10, but he struggled really badly yesterday and was well beaten against England's #1 Paul Drinkle. So let's see if he can bounce back from that against the talented Japanese player Jun Mizutani.
Great. Bang.
Let's hope this time the referee has a better performance.
Love all. Love 1.
An interesting open display from Jun Mitsutani, staying a little bit in towards the table, choosing to hold the ball instead of counter-attacking.
2-1.
And you would think an interesting encounter like this that Mizutani would just have a little bit too much for Chuan Chi-wan, being able to keep the ball on the table. Just that little bit longer that Chuan rushes and misses a few.
Well, this should be a fresh start for both players. Both losing relatively easy yesterday. Jun Mitsutani losing to Alex Shabayev 4-1. And of course Paul Drinkle dictating the play against Chuan Chi-wan, winning 4-0.
4-2.
Good holding from Mizutani. And we've seen him in week 1 here. He was all out attack, transformed in fact.
He really does, Jun Mitsutani, have great feeling around the net as well. Great to see him staying in so close. Wonderful ability.
And when you flick with that sort of quality, you know that it's not coming back.
Relatively quick start from both players, not wasting too much time at all.
6-5.
Nice linking between shots there from both players. An interesting start. And with Team Person leading 3-1 over Team JJ. Critical now that Chuan Chi-wan can try to win this match at least.
Chuan just forcing Jun away from the table there. Some powerful forehand topspins going on. Look at the angle created in that shot.
There's only going to be one winner in these big loop-to-loop rallies. Chuan having the slightly stronger, slightly better technique. Mizutani being tucked up a little bit more. Elbow not too far out from his body, which means he lacks just that little bit of power through the ball.
6-10.
As Chuan has earned 4 game points now. Let's see if he can take it on the first one.
7-10.
We've seen so many games quickly turn around, 10-6, 10-7 down, and suddenly we're looking at a sudden death point. Now let's see if this is going to be another one of those sets. Lovely view there of the VIPs and dignitaries. Look at them sitting in those seats. Beautiful over there.
11-8. Game control.
And that was relatively comfortable from Chuan. Just the slightly better player in the open attacking exchanges.
Look at how much pressure is going through the body of Jun Mitsutani there. Just not enough. You see the shoulder creeping up. Elbow just a little bit too tight to his body. Exerting a lot of pressure on his entire arm there.
Second game, Chuan to serve, love all.
So, both players straight back to the table. There's not too much hanging around here.
Love one.
Unforced error there from the Chuan racket, and we didn't see many of those in the first set.
A little bit of a change of pace there from Mitsutani. Slow and spin up the line. It doesn't always have to be quick.
Two, one.
Now, we don't see many Japanese players using the backhand service, but Jun Mitsutani has used it in the last couple of tournaments, especially the World Championships in Dusseldorf.
2-3.
Of course, he fell short there to compatriot young pup Harimoto. These slow spinning open ups suit Mitsutani a lot more, cutting the pace given to Chuan Chi-wan, making him use his own pace for once.
Just struggling a little bit to find form here, Mizutani, on that backhand wing. These are shots that he would normally play in his sleep, and he's just doubting himself slightly. As the clock ticks down as well. We only have 16 minutes remaining in this first of the men's matches.
5-4.
Again, just not doing enough with that backhand, not playing through it. If you just let the racket sit there, it's not going to do enough.
At least that's more of an attacking style from Mitsutani. Knowing his backhand isn't working, chooses to turn around the corner. A little bit unlucky there, but definitely an improvement in his tactics.
7-5.
Followed by a little bit slow there from Mitsutani. In the earlier match, Bernadette wasn't happy with him either, urging him to run in.
Okay, a little bit of momentum for Mizutani. Let's see if he can draw level. And there we go, a nice clean backhand. Up over the net and on the table. Now that's a good start for Mizutani.
affirmation, a little show at the end. His team is fully behind him, knows how important it is to level up the game points.
8-all.
Throwing his shoulder into that forehand a little bit. Just made too much contact, didn't give himself enough space around the corner.
Go! 8-9.
Nice to see him being a little bit more vocal here, trying to stamp some authority over Chuan Chi-wan.
It wasn't clean at all. And when a ball hits the edge of the racket, it can meander in the air a little bit. It's very tough then for your opponent to time, as you see. Extended rallies, 5-1 for Chuan. But that was a shorter rally we've just seen there, and he's winning that one as well. And now there's another game point to race into a 2-sets-to-love lead. Let's see how Mizutani responds.
Again, it's a backhand that fails him. Chuan Chi-wan taking his team level with Pearson now. 3 game points each for the team.
And he's very deserving of that 2-games-to-love lead. Not much has happened from the Mizutani racket so far. It just looks a little bit flat. JJ appreciating Chuan Chi-wan's motivation this afternoon. And he didn't play very well yesterday.
Player change side.
Person there just saying, come on Mizu, it's time for you to wake up, my son. You're our number 1 and we need some points from you.
One love. Love 2. Love 3.
Lovely forehand over the table, the racket speed just kicking up there.
The scores are wrong here. Referee shouting 3-love when it was clearly 2-1, but here we go.
Referees are just having a little bit of a rough start here, maybe not enough sleep last night.
4-1.
Very hard for Chuan there to adjust off the top of the net. The ball was slow, but the spin changes hard to read.
We do have wonderful playing conditions here. Film Studio 2 in Pinewood here in Johor, Malaysia. For those of you back home that always look for excuses in your club about, oh, I can't see, there's shadows on the table, floors slippy. You don't get any of that here. You've got 3,000 lux beaming down. You should never miss a ball, really.
Tell that to Jun Mizutani, dumping the serve into the net there. Not great when he has the lead.
4-6.
Chuan playing into the Mizutani middle, really catching him here. And you see Mizutani just being a little bit too close to the table in the first shot, not recovering fully, not getting out into the middle at all.
So as he downs that water, he really needs to think long and hard about the tactics that he's going to use in the remainder of the match. We're quite equal. Service points won and lost. You can see Chen Jilian just saying to his player, let's change it around a little bit, let's be positive. Just a few more forehand winners from the Chuan racket. And those stats are spot on. Mizutani's not done enough attacking as of yet.
7-5.
That was a huge point there. First point after the timeout, just to try and gain momentum for yourself. June really stuck in there.
Chuan had guessed and predicted that the serve was going to go cross court, so he had to quickly adjust there. And this time he does the same, and the serve comes nicely over into his hitting zone. So it's interesting now, with less than 10 minutes to go in this 24-minute match. We're at 7 apiece.
7-8.
So, ball bouncing a little bit low there for Chuan. Lovely backhand spin from Mizutani though. Nice to see he's trying to get back into what he normally does. Alright, a little smile there from Mizutani. He knows he can usually hit those all day in his sleep.
And when things are not going for you, how many times you see that? The ball clipping the top of the net and not going on. Big second service delivery now for the Japanese player. Again, far too passive. It doesn't matter how good you are at blocking, a good attacker will win. Two sets to love, 10-8. A lot of fight coming in from this Chinese Taipei player. So here we go, set points.
Oh, massive change of tactic there, choosing to play long and deep into the Mizutani backhand. Mizutani's backhand hasn't really been working, but the serve just sat up too much there.
So at 10-9. It's always interesting. The long serve there from Chuan didn't work. Will he use that again? Probably not. But it'll be interesting if he uses that double bluff tactic. Got 1 minute timeout here. Both players are allowed a timeout only once. And duration of the whole match. Pivotal moments, especially when it's lying at 3-all in this team match.
10-9.
Oh, there it is. He's ripped that one right off the bounce. Chuan as loose as a goose. Look at this. Right off the bounce.
Mizutani thought he did really well there, putting that backhand on the table. Been struggling the whole match so far. Just not enough. Wrong placement, I think.
Super to see that from the Chuan racket. Letting a few shots go. Comfortable enough. 11-8, 9-9 so far. He's always been leading in the sets. So let's see if Chuan can add a fourth game. Just not happening for Jun. That's what makes table tennis so fascinating. You can be playing so well one day, the next day you can't hit a barn door.
1-2.
The Jurgen person just reclining in his seat a little bit. Rough start last night, losing to Michael Mays' team 21-8. This isn't really the start he wanted here. 4-3 down currently in the match.
2-all.
Tani struggling to find his form here still. Just a little bit unsure. Chuan Chi-wan mixing up the play really well.
Good table tennis from both players. Going at each other, ripping the ball. Mizutani forehand into the Chuan backhand. And we are yet to see a kill zone game in today's matches. It's always intriguing when we get into one of those. A first to 5 points showdown, as they say.
Right idea from June there, urging himself back into the table. Knows that Chuan Chi-wan is too powerful if he gives him the length of the table that he has been giving him. Bit of condensation on the racket there, ball just slipping off.
You can see that. Jiang Jilian just fanning himself. It is a little bit warm in here.
6-5.
Judging by the t-shirts that both players are wearing, Chuan Chi-wan may need to change that after this match.
Much better from the Mizutani racket. His backhand wasn't there in the first couple of sets. Just maybe finding a little bit of rhythm now.
Mizutani urging himself to stay at the table. Definitely the right move at this stage of the game. Trying to cut down Chuan's energy on the ball.
And that's the best rally we've seen today in the T2 Cavern. Both players attacking. Mizutani sometimes sitting in, cleverly as well, absorbing the ball. Good table tennis all round. And if Mizutani doesn't win this game within the next 25 seconds, then we won't have the kill zone.
6-10.
Interesting timing now. And there it is, ladies and gents, we are going to have a kill zone game. Rapid fire, first to 5 points. It's fitting here that it's in the T2 Cavern in the Pinewood Studios.
Plus 5 points.
And
So when it looked hopeless after losing the first 3 sets, 8, 9 and 9, Jun Mizutani has bounced back to win the next. This is really important. Let's see if he can use that momentum from that 4th set victory to win another one. This is going to be intriguing.
Mizutani to serve, love all.
So Mizutani will step up first with his 2 serves.
Last second Jun there from Chuan. Thought it was going half long. Last second just deciding to push. Winning a cheap little point.
Always happy when you can win 1 point against the serve. And now Chuan steps up.
2-1.
Just far too power for Mizutani at the minute. Just, you can see Chuan fully extending his whole body into that shot.
I think this is a good lesson for everyone back home. Doesn't matter how good a defensive player you are, and Jun Mizutani is definitely in the top 2 or 3 players in the world with hand feeling, getting the ball back. That is still not good enough. You have to attack. That was better, mixing defence and then turning it round. Looking to attack back, penetrating the Chuan racket. It's Mizutani now, only 2 points away from closing out this 5th set. Zero acceleration there in his forehand.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, again we see he's jumping up with the ball instead of following forward. All of his weight is going up into the air instead of on his legs, travelling towards the table. But give it to Chuan. That backhand flick has been working excellently well throughout the match.
Much better there. Proactive, not reactive. That's what Mizutani needs to do. When he mixes and he plays like that, that's when he can mix it with the top Chinese players in the world. And there it is. Little flat flick, a little puff of the cheeks there from
3-1 victory earlier.
体力下降了，我操！哎呀，哎呀，哎呀！
Look at the stats, they're so close. All of this, backhand winners, slightly more for Jun Mizutani. I thought the stats never lied. Well, they do here. Very tight, but it was definitely a 3-2 victory for Chuan as we see some of the intriguing highlights.
Chuan just having a little bit too much power there. The racket head speed just a lot quicker than Mizutani's today. Hopefully Mizutani can get himself back on track for the 3rd fixture of this week.
Look at that, big shouts. So it was Chuan Chi-wan that was able to step through this match, got off to a great start, going 3-0 up. It was reduced to a 3-2, but well done to Chuan Chi-wan.
Welcome back. We're with Zhang Zhiyuan right here. 志渊，今天比赛其实打得还是蛮艰辛的哈。整个比赛中最终很可惜哈，在这个 Q zone 没有拿下。但是前3局打得很有气势，在技战术上面对老对手有什么样的调整没有？
没有啊，因为自己状态其实从昨天来讲并没有很好，所以可能
着重于自己一些连续跟上台率吧，其他就想的稍微少一点。对，
能够为团队还是拿下3分，应该是感到很开心的吧？
还行吧，希望自己能再加油。
好，继续努力，谢谢支援。All right, when we come back, Game 3. All right, welcome back. Now, coin toss for Game 3 between the two captains. This time, JJ, give you a chance because your team is still trailing behind. Your choice.
我要这个蓝色的。
蓝色的 Okay, for a change, blue color.
You took blue, my card.
Let's do that. Well, your choice now has turned true.
田志希。
田志希. All right, Jishi, John right there. And your answer, Jorgen?
Savet Tabot.
Tabot. Okay, that's great from Thailand. Okay, bring them on for Game 3.
打得怪怪的，说是吧？是这种，
So here we go, and we're nicely poised at the moment. Team JJ and Team Person. We've seen Matilda Ekholm against Bernadette Zox in the first match, 3-1 to the Romanian. And then we've seen Chuan Chi Wan step up and win 3 sets to 2. In picture now, we've got Jong Ji-hee, current ranking of 22. It's been as high as 11 in the world though. He's a quality player, strong left-hander.
Her opponent for this match is Susatsini Swatibu, currently ranked 54 but has been 51 in the world. Just hasn't broken inside the top 50 yet. A little bit disappointed in her match yesterday, so seen her down in the practice hall. Maybe this will be a change of play.
And then we have a change of referee as well. Wang Luan Fung stepping into the main position there. What a wonderful camera angle we see here for both players. And it's Jong Ji-hee that's going to get us underway in this one. It's interesting this because Jong Ji-hee, as high as her world ranking is, she's really struggled for form here in the T2 cavern. And it's a shame to see that. She's a player with good finesse, good serves, and just want to see her relaxing into the game.
This will be an interesting matchup, of course. Both of these players are sitting currently in 11th and 12th position in the standings. Jong Ji-hee just 1 game ahead. So let's see if Susatsini can bridge that gap, take 11th place.
First point on the scoreboard for Jong.
Lovely little backhand pickup there from Susatsini. We saw her implementing it yesterday. Just wasn't enough though. Got into too many backhand to backhand rallies. Let's see if she can change that today. Lovely little mix-up of placement there. She really must be thinking a little bit better.
So after just 2 minutes of play, it's Suthasini that opens up a very comprehensive 7-1 lead.
2-7.
Better follow up. Nice little serve right down the centre of the table. You see that ball just coming a little bit high, and she was able to attack that one.
So Suthasini this morning practicing that exact set play. Same service, same return placement. A lot of these women will have set little serves and receives.
Unusual there that Jeong Ji-hee would be surprised by that coming back. It was right out onto the racket of Suthasini. You would expect someone there to run out and hit that one back on the table.
Just too many services drifting half long to long from Jeong Ji-hee. It wouldn't be too bad if the placement was a little bit better though. Straight on the Suthasini racket.
So it's Thailand's star player that has raced into a 6-point lead.
10-5.
Trying to finish it too quickly there, snatching at the backhand. Not following through at all.
Still has 5 game points though.
6-10. Leg 6-10. 7-10.
Well, that's 3 points in the trot for Jeong Ji-hee. Suthasini just a little bit nervous here to finish the game.
That forehand just going a little bit flat. It's Suthasini, thoroughly deserved, racing into a 7-1 lead in the initial exchanges. See that one there, just not getting the right contact on the racket.
Jeong Ji-hee just a little bit surprised there looking at her own racket. Definitely more her placement of her body, just didn't give herself enough time to turn into the ball.
Very good. Use
Time
legs,
to open another
good.
water. They're racing through the waters here.
Highest, then you come spin. Yeah, very good.
Matthias Carlsen here, getting
change,
ready for his
very
next
good,
match,
everything good.
limbering up
Just
that
check.
wrist, ready to put some forehands away for sure.
So important that players at this level warm up correctly, get the body warm before they're released out here into the bear pit.
Nice little link up for Suthasini there, but just playing a little bit too much cross court at the minute. Did see her this morning practicing a beautiful little backhand and forehand down the line. Needs to implement that more, I think.
Love 2.
I'm amazed here, a player of Jeong Ji-hee's level. She's been as high as just outside the top 10 in the world. She's just not got to grips with this T2 cavern yet. The conditions here, for those of you at home wondering, noticeably quicker than in the World Tour, and a little bit quicker than some of the halls back home. So maybe that is just proving a little bit difficult. They're struggling a little bit to calibrate the speed. 17 minutes remaining. Sweaterbutt just the single game ahead.
3-2.
Just misreading that there, expected it to come a little bit longer. Needs to really fully wait for the ball to travel to her instead of just guessing.
4.
I just felt there, Jung Jae-hee didn't expect that service back. Really good serve right down the line, but if you're going to serve with that sort of speed, you've got to react quickly for the next ball. That ball just clipping the edge.
No apology though from the Jung Jae-hee camp. Still a little bit surprised at the ball travelling back. It does happen in table tennis, of course.
Especially when you hit the ball right onto someone's racket, there is a good chance that it's going to come back.
Susasini, great shots there. Drifted too far away from the table. If she has to do that, she needs to play in a different position. The last minute change to the forehand wasn't enough. She should have switched earlier. Jung Jae-hee using the great example there of switching early. Really keeping Susasini guessing. That's what Susasini needs to implement now. Not just playing the same speed to the same place.
Good holding there from Susasini. Wonderful touch and skill. And she's good for this lead so far. A lot of flair there coming from the Thailand's player's racket. Look at the way, just going from right to left around the side of that ball, getting it to arc away.
Should have used the double bluff, gone to the same place twice. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
There's a lovely put away there. Much better variation. Into the middle, then out wide. Keep your opponent guessing. That's what table tennis is all about. And with 13 minutes remaining in this match, Susasini here, the chance. If she wins both points here, she's going to go into a 2-sets-to-love lead. Quick fire stuff here. And the T2 Cavern.
Again, just too much of the same positioning. Susasini really needs to play some down the line shots. The table was open there. Jung Jae-hee just waiting in the backhand. She's strong there.
Good play from the Korean there. Getting her opponent away from the table, and it's a very early timeout, but a wise timeout again from Team Person.
Lovely slow action replay there of the Susasini service. Nice to see Shunin Shah stepping in to help Jeon Ji-hee.
And there's Vladi Samsonov, the man, the winner of the Australian World Tour, winner of 27 World Tours, and he's the only player that's managed to win in every continent in the world. That's pretty special, and I'm sure he'll be thinking, I've got another good 5 to 10 years left in me at the very top.
11-9. Timeout was used well there. 1 point only needed to take the win.
Do something good, good. Good tip.
Good little confirmation from Jürgen Persson. Good to his player.
But very good. You play good, so just continue. Now also good. Also, when ball coming, you look very good. Yeah, so perfect. And forehand, work with legs. Very strong. Yeah, good, perfect. Good. And if one mistake, no problem. You play good, yeah? Only one mistake, no problem. You play good, positive, okay? Very good. And same service, good variation.
Interesting to hear the wise words of Jürgen Persson. Just telling Susasini to use her legs on the forehand side. Wise words. Important then, use your legs, then you can rotate, get a little bit more deception into the ball.
Perfect example there, needing to use a little bit more legs. It was all arm. That was a heavy push to Jeon Ji-hee. Just couldn't really get underneath the ball there.
Good little stat we have in front of us here. It's showing that Jeon Ji-hee has used more short serves than Susasini so far, 19 to 16.
2-3.
Just not coming in early enough there in that backhand block. Taking it a little bit too late and not cushioning over the top of it.
And what about this for a stat? Susasini Sweaterboot, 75% points won on her serve. Let's see if I'm just going to jinx her now. Oh, no I'm not. It's a surprise. So that stat is going to go up even more now. And that's impressive.
Coming right over the table there with her backhand. Jeon Ji-hee just being a little bit stressed there. She's 2 sets to love down. She really needs a point in the board, and it's obviously showing.
That's it, better service delivery. It's now or never for Jeon Ji-hee. Really needs to step her level up now. Look at that, first 3 strokes, 1 percentage. Sweaterboot way ahead.
Susasini just having a little bit more spin than Jeon can handle at the minute. Was it a tactic from Jürgen Persson, telling her to slow the game down? Don't play at all pace.
think that'll be a let because the camera got in the way there. That was very, very dangerous.
Jehon Jahi not happy there, but nothing seems to be happening to rectify it.
That is crazy. That has to be a let.
No let given. What an outrageous call that was.
5-8. Let 5-8.
Try to tighten down the serves.
8-6.
Good contact underneath the ball there. "15 seconds, Suthasini.
Interesting to see both women's game taking a little bit longer than 15 seconds. The men sticking to the time limit before us. Women just choosing a little bit longer. Tactics of course, but should not be happening.
Another ball that just goes net off. And that means that Suthasini, 3 game points. And there it is, thoroughly deserved. Thailand's #1 player marches on. 3 sets to love over Jehon Jahi. Another surprise.
See Jang Yang choosing to step back there for his player, letting Sung Yin Sha dictate all the coaching. Surprising though, he's not a real hands-on coach at the minute for the women's games.
He coached me more on the golf course 3 days ago. Just telling me how to just change that swing, get it a little bit smoother.
4th game, Suthasini to serve.
Of course you're going to listen to an Olympic champion though, aren't you? Doesn't matter what sport he's playing.
Fist in the air for Suthasini. Really wants to race ahead to get 4 points. Elevate herself from 12th in the standings.
Left 2.
Good play, Jehon Jahi. He's got a good attitude at the table. He's just not been able to play the way that she plays on the World Tour stage at the moment.
2-all.
Total misread of the serve. It popped up, but then Suthasini a little bit fortunate again. Look on this next one.
What a backhand that was. Unlike her opponent, she really is implementing her power here. Taking no prisoners, fully extending over the ball. Look at this. There we go. For me, Jehon Jahi, he's just not really dealing with the power that well. Now she needs to take half a step back, cushion the ball back on the table, instead of playing a harsh little short block like she is. still continuously surprised though the ball is travelling back. You know, Suthasini is playing the ball she is given, the ball arriving at her racket. Jahon Jahi should really be expecting that back though if she doesn't play a better position.
6-3.
Clearly here or there, hitting the table, making contact with that push, trying to hack the ball, stop Suthasini from opening up.
And with less than 3 minutes to go in this match, it's more than likely that we'll go into the kill zone.
3-7.
It's set up nicely for that, I reckon.
3-8.
A little bit of luck there for Suthasini, but as we've been saying, luck does favour the brave. And Suthasini has been going for all of her shots. Jahon Jahi just holding back a little bit, not fully coming forward, not using her legs as much. There again, hesitant to the ball, not using the spin given to her. Just really hasn't worked into this game at all.
So many unforced errors coming from the Jahon Jahi racket. It's sad to see a woman of such quality and high level normally just disintegrate under this sort of pressure.
11-3.
That's Swetabut, that's another game, that's 4 games to love. And we're going to go into the kill zone.
With backhand. So just stay positive, everything is good, you're moving, fantastic. Good, good. What is it? It's kill zone or no? No kill. I don't think.
Jorgen Persson, so positive, telling his player that she's moving really well. That's what she wants to hear. She must be doing something right. 4 sets to love up on someone just outside 20 in the world. So here we go. It's the kill zone.
Love 1.
A little bit better placement for Suthasini there, playing up the line, just taking too many steps back away from the table. Jahon Jahi staying close, doing what she can.
Okay, a point against the serve. It's been very unusual. Still struggling to get a good read on the serve though. Spinning up right to where Suthasini wanted that ball.
Leg 2-3.
The ball just kicking down off the air there. Surprising Suthasini. We haven't seen too many shots that she hasn't expected to hit. Look at that, just right in the white line.
So here we go. If Swetabut is to take both points on serve. Lovely, worked on the ball there. much better, positive receive. Let's see if she can get a consolation. One game. There it is. It's a consolation for Jeong Ji-hee and Team JJ, but another disappointing showing from one of Korea's normally star players. It's Team Person now that race into a 9-5 lead. And will that be crucial? The next men's match coming up.
See a massive difference there. Points won on serve, 74% to Susasini, only 52% to Jeong Ji-hee. I think that's a very accurate stat there. Just didn't do enough with her service.
And as we see some of these match highlights, you'll see how many times Jeong Ji-hee just opens up to nice areas, and it's really tough. When you hit big shots but you play them to the wrong areas, how many times the ball actually comes back? So another interesting encounter. Jeong Ji-hee just outside the top 20 in the world, still struggling. And it was Suthasini Sweatabut that came through a solid 4-1 win.
Welcome back. Our victorious Susasini is with us. Susasini, congratulations on scoring 4 points for the team. You did very well. You're like a different person from yesterday. What did you tell yourself before the game started?
เขาบอกว่าเมื่อกี้ฝึกซ้อมแบบนายแล้วก็วันนี้ก็ชนะ4 point ครับ
ค่ะก็แก้จากเมื่อวานนะคะก็เมื่อวานแพ้ไป4 point เหมือนกันแล้วก็ตอนเช้าก็ตื่นแต่เช้าไปฝึกซ้อมก่อนมาวอร์มที่นี่ด้วยค่ะแล้วก็พยายามตีให้เต็มที่ที่สุดเพราะว่าเขาก็ฝีมือเหนือกว่าเราเหมือนว่าแรงกิ้งเราก็เหนือกว่าเราด้วยค่ะก็ทำให้ดีที่สุดค่ะ
She mentioned that yesterday she also lost 4 points and she tried to recover back in early practice today, with early practice today morning, as well as more practice at the venue itself. And she believes that, with her opponent that she played with, they're all very tired, so she just tried her best, and this is the score for today. That's it.
Absolutely. You certainly did a good job. Congratulations. Kapun ka.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
All right, congratulations. And stick around. We'll be back very soon with Game 4. Welcome back. Game 4 is about to start. Coin toss again. Gentlemen, your turn this time.
I go for the Swedish color blue.
Blue color. All right. Let's do that. Well, guess what, JJ? Your luck.
Samsonov.
Samsonov for Game 4. And your answer?
I play Mattias Karlsson.
Mattias Karlsson from Sweden. All right. 2 gentlemen. Be ready. Game 4.
So as Samsonov comes back into the room, it's going to be an interesting one as he's matched up against the Swede, Mattias Karlsson. The 2 Swedes in dialogue there. Well, we've seen some interesting encounters so far. Matilda Ekholm going down to Zox, Jun Mizutani also going down to Chuan Chi-wan, and Suthasini Sweatabut taking down Jeong Ji-hee. So what are we going to have in store this time? So we've got Vladimir Samsonov here, current ranking of 12, obviously being as high as 1. He's going to jump up though after winning the Australian World Tour. That was his 27th World Tour title.
His opponent for this match, Matthias Karlsson from Sweden, age 26, currently ranked 23, and it is his highest ranking to date. Should be a really interesting match here. Nice to see how Samsonov deals with the forehand rubber of Karlsson being the pimple.
And referee Wang Luan Fom still in the chair.
Time.
And she calls time. No messing around here in the T2 cavern. We're back in. We've got the dancing Matthias Karlsson against the very relaxed Vladdy Samsonov. It's interesting there as the camera zooms in right into the table. Some of you at home thinking this table looks slightly strange. Well, it is. There's no central line at all. So obviously there's no doubles here, so we don't need to worry about that center line of the table.
1, 2.
Please open the hand a little bit more, just to show the ball so that it's in view. And that can be a little bit off-putting sometimes when you have to adjust your serve slightly.
Of course, Samsonov though, no problem with his serve, the most legal serve you can have in the World Tour. Samsonov not happy with the bounce there at all, looking straight at the table.
3-all.
Team person with a comfortable 9-5 lead at the moment. So many of the matches so far, it's been the underdog that's come through. Wonderful view again. The VIPs and dignitaries over there. They're having a nice relaxing time of it.
Nice to see Samsonov's family in the crowd as well, his 2 sons in the right hand corner there. Little confusion there over the scoreline, the umpire's desk. Umpires haven't really been on top form today at all. Both rotations of umpires just slightly missing a few calls, making a few dodgy ones as well.
Yeah, especially when Matilda Ekholm hurled her racket over the table. If that's not treated as a yellow card and an offence, well, I don't know what is going to be. So, well, let's see how these remaining matches pan out.
8-3.
Samsonov just underwhelming at the minute, down 8-3 to Matthias. Hasn't really got off to a good start. Just mistiming the ball slightly on his backhand at the minute.
4-8.
A slight problem here with the lights, the illumination, just going down a touch. Matthias Karlsson's definitely noticed that. Maybe Samsonov, being older, has not really noticed that with his eyes. Quick start for the Swede, and 6 game points, and takes it at the first time. So that is a wonderful start for Matthias Karlsson. He's risen up the ranks in the last couple of years. Such a quick, first set as well. Only 3 minutes 35 on the clock. That's a record. If Usain Bolt from the sprinting was to play table tennis, it would probably be like that. A really fast opening first set.
But nothing. Don't skate his backhand. Important. Yeah. Turn to your mind. Turn to your placement.
A little bit of an aggressive coaching style there from Zhang Zhiliang. Getting into the face of the 41-year-old. Samsonov probably isn't used to that kind of treatment on the bench.
It's tough, but you have to get your player fired up. So here we go.
Much better from Samsonov there, fully extending over the ball. I mean, Zhang Zhiliang's tough tactics are paying off.
And it's definitely fired up the Belarusian. He's chewing from the rooftops. And that's what you want to see. You want to see both players playing well at the same time.
Gotta be, especially for our in-house crowd here at the minute. Invitation only, of course. You cannot pay in the door here. You have to be invited.
Nice change of receive. So tough to find the Samsonov backhand when he carves round the left-hand side on his normal pendulum serve.
1-4.
I wonder if Samsonov stood on something before he came in here. He's been a little bit fortunate.
Just looking a little bit flat there. Looking back to Zhang Zhiliang. What more can I do? Zhang Zhiliang using the full 15-second towel break to give its players some extra advice. Much needed for the Belarusian at the minute. He is 4-2 up, but still Mateus is on his heels.
Excellent retrieving skills from Samsonov. Remains so relaxed when he's back there.
A little bit of change of pace there. Serving straight into the racket of Mateus. He wasn't expecting that.
How quick was that? Dispatched, thumped. Really good from the Carlsen racket.
Bounced off and hit one of the VIP in the face up in the stands there. Just wasn't aware of the ball coming.
7-3.
He's starting to flow now between shots. Vladimir Samsonov. Obviously the confidence from winning on the Gold Coast last week. Feels good about himself.
3-9.
Well, he's 3-9 up. He must have still been in party mode from the Gold Coast in the first set.
And then when he got screamed at from Zhang Zhiliang on the bench, that's really woken him up. Lovely to see that, the way he just swats that ball away. That short pimple, very unusual in the game. for the men to be using that on their forehand side.
11-4. Game 2, Samsonov of Team JJ.
So 2 very quick games.
Match break,
No,
1
it doesn't
minute.
matter. He has
3
a-
minutes
Yeah, doesn't
and
matter.
2 seconds.
Just backhand, give you top spin. Never mind, touch him.
It'll be interesting to hear what kind of advice Jürgen Persson has for his player. Really is difficult to stop Samsonov once he's on a run like this.
Backhand lite, kommer lite. Nu har han ju bara lagt, du ser han backar ut. Glöm inte spela in någon i mitten där också då. För då måste han, det är inte lika enkelt.
Du måste spela till mitten. You must play to the middle. That's an interesting tactic.
Du hade ju någon där lite otur också, va? Du har ju rätt.
Of course, our commentator Gavin has a lot of linguistic talents, speaking both Swedish, Chinese, and of course fluent in English.
3-3.
Not so sure about my English.
You know, the first set, but now second set is good. Yeah, turn away, change.
Players change side. Third game, Samsonov to serve, love all. One love.
Such a wonderful motion, this serve. Throwing that ball a little bit higher. And that steepness, when that ball races back down from the clouds, he's able to impart a little bit more spin than your average player.
Net. Love 2.
You
Let.
can see
Love
the
2.
contrast there. Matthias's serve not going up as high.
Love 3. Four love.
Just over 14 minutes to go. It's Samsonov that races to an early lead here.
We have an interesting little stat here. Jürgen Persson and Vladimir Samsonov have played before, as you all know. On the ITTF website, it has Vlad winning 2-1 in the head-to-heads. Very interesting, because it will be interesting to see what kind of tactics Jürgen Persson can put onto his player if he himself has lost to the Belarusian before.
Three, four. Five, three. Six, three.
So many players stay away from the Carlsen short pimples. Samsonov, of course, completely playing the opposite to that. He's more than happy to play over to that side.
Five, six.
Clever shot selection there, but not quite being able to execute the Belarusian. It's Carlsen still battling hard here. Such a wonderful flowing backhand there from the Swede's racket.
Taking him back on level. 6 points apiece in this game. A little bit of music for the T2 Cavern. Trying to get the crowd a little bit more involved here.
keeping to his tactic is Vlad, spinning up low into the short pimpled side of the Swede.
7-all.
Lovely feeling there from Samsonov. Just touching the serve, 2 bounces closer to the white line. Carlson expecting that to drift.
Oh, that ball just not coming round. We're almost into one of those famous defensive rallies that you see so often from the big Belarusian. Nicely poised at 1-all, 8-all.
9-8.
Little dusting off of the short pimples has worked a treat, because we're now at 1-all, 9-all. Able again just to swat that one away.
9-all.
The ball sitting up there. Samsonov just adding a little bit of wrist action last minute, making the ball sit up on the table, not coming to Matthias at all.
And there it is. He's so steady. The 41-year-old Vladimir Samsonov. Struggling a little bit there, but he's so tough to beat, isn't he? So he's raced into a 2-1 lead, and it's going to be tough now for the frustrated Swede to get back.
Understand? This is a problem now. Yeah, don't scare his backhand. Return using a forehand. Yeah, this is a good return. Yeah, don't.
Jiang Jilian.
Yeah, if you serve
just
to
mentioning there to
backhand,
Samsonov, don't be
scared
scared there of the Swede's backhand. You can go toe-to-toe, backhand to backhand, or you can even look to turn. You're not 41 years old. You don't get a red card for turning.
Fourth game, Carson to serve. Love all. Let love all.
Nice to see Jorgen signaling there, saying that Matthias is just playing too many backhand to backhand rallies with Samsonov. Needs to switch to the middle.
That's a sharp crash flick, even tougher against the short pimple, because that ball arrives to you with a slight bit of backspin. Amazing how some of these top guys in the world can make you miss. You wouldn't expect Matthias Carlsen to miss that against many players.
2-3.
Just so much talent there coming from the Samsonov racket. Curving around the side of the ball, dealing with the pimples expertly there. You guys at home need to watch closely. How does he deal with it?
4-2.
I'd say that pep top Jiang Jilian give him. Oh, timeout here for the Pearson camp. Rightly so, I think. trying to stop Samsonov getting too far away. He led quickly in the second, quickly in the third, only for Matthias to come back. Now the fourth, he's 2 points clear.
5-6 minutes, finish. Yeah, very good, yeah. Yeah, don't worry. He touching you, he use tempos. Don't leave him too far away from the table. Yeah, a little bit close. Spin.
Och sen,
Interesting that.
Ja, men sen också så är det lite,
Telling Samsonov to stay a little bit closer to the table.
Låt bollen komma och så bara spela ner han här så kan du komma på nästa, va? När du har spelat ut han, spela in i mitten på dig, men bara gå ner och spela ner han där. Kom igen nu.
4-2.
So here we go. Both players right back in the action. Samsonov, a slight lead.
5-2.
It's interesting to see here, as cool as Samsonov is, doesn't look like it runs entirely through the family. Samsonov's lovely wife choosing just to stay in the background, watch him a TV screen. Must be nervous for her husband.
It's the Belarusian then that opens up a 4-point lead.
2-7.
Far more aggressive. And the aggressive coaching style from Jiang Jilian is paying dividends.
Nice little change there. Straight in the white line. Not many people can serve it right in the white line, of course. England's Paul Drinkle does that well.
8-3.
There's our audience watching on. A bit of appreciation. A few waves, a few smiles.
Lovely backhand over the table there, fully extending the arm out. Followed up by another dump in the net from the service.
So 6 game points for Vlad.
10-5.
So relaxed there again. You can only return those net cords if you're holding the racket really lightly. We see that again. Relax the hand and play. So it's 3-1 for the Belarusian. This afternoon's match, it's an enthralling one. Tonight we also have Team Mays against Team Rossi. So hopefully you'll stay tuned for that one as well.
Fifth game. Samsonov to serve. Love all. One love. Love
2 points in the trot there for Samsonov, both completely different tactics. Playing long and spinning in the first one directly to the Carlsen backhand, then opting for the long serve, keeping Carlsen guessing.
1-2.
So we're going to see a short set this time. Less than 3 minutes left. Far more aggressive. from the Samsonov racket. Maybe he needs JJ in his corner more often.
Definitely kicked him out of party mode after the first set for sure.
4-1.
Samsonov is to continue here and get through this set. We're going to be nicely poised at 9-10. The person's team just in the lead. Always fascinating how after 4, 5, 6 matches we can still be so close.
1-5.
Interesting to see a nice little stat there. Forehand winner is 29-18 in favour of Samsonov. Of course, I don't really think many of you expected anything less from the Belarusian.
2-5.
Well, that'll be an added forehand winner for Matthias Carlsen there. Hope our statisticians got that one.
I reckon Matthias Carlsen would be really good with that electrical fly swap. What do you reckon?
Well, a lot of our players have challenged the crew to a few games with that electric fly swatter. See them later in TTX taking that on.
They can kill all the flies as long as they don't take away our Freddy. Touch and go here. If Samsonov was to win another 4 points, we could end up in that kill zone. Let's see.
2-8.
If I was Matthias Carlsen, I'd be taking the full 15 seconds here. Better to lose 4-1 than 5-1.
Leg. 2-8.
Samsonov quickly putting the ball back. Come on, play. Don't rush during the point. Rush after the point.
Samsonov asking for that ball quickly. Trying to get the last point in, still at the table, not taking his tile, but of course Matthias is entitled for a 15-second tile break, and boy does he use it.
Time's up. Thank you. Game and match to
Well, that's the first call the umpires have stuck by today. First rule they've really gone for.
Samsonov delighted and gutted at the same time. He would have loved to have wrapped up another game there, but not to worry.
Yeah, it was during the rally.
Thoroughly deserved.
Look at that, forehand winners 31 to only 19. Of course, many of you at home would have put your house on that result. Samsonov coming out on top.
Very comfortable for Samsonov. A little bit of a slow start, and then he was given a big strong kick from Jiang Jilian on the bench, and players we're going to see now. Trademark. Samsonov, look at that, the touch, the feel, and even some defensive work too. And the Swede did battle in the early exchanges, but again, the Belarusian, ranked 12 in the world, had a very comfortable 4 sets to win, 4 sets to 1 win.
Welcome back. Vladimir, congratulations on your winning 4 points for the team. And after losing the first game in this encounter, you came back so strong. What was going through your mind? Share with us, please, very well.
Well, yes. I mean, the last time I played against Matthias, I lost. So, I mean, I knew that actually at the moment I'm in good shape. But of course, it will be tough for me in the last first set, and I had to change something. And I got actually good advice from JJ and also teammates that I had to play more to his forehand. And after, I mean, I think we saw that he had some problems today with the pimples. So yeah, I'm very happy that I won. I'm also very happy that my kids watch me play. And I mean,
there you go. There are 2 kids right there, lovely boys. Well,
yes, and my wife, of course, yeah. So of course, I'm very happy, yeah.
Great, so are we. Okay, congratulations. Way to go, Vladimir. All right, stick around. Game 5 is about to take place. Once again, welcome back. And Game 5 is about to start. We're going to ask the 2 Chinese rising stars here, Shasha and also Wang Baiyu here to do the coin toss. And of course, this is going to be quite an interesting game. Shasha here is replacing Wu Yang, and Wang Baiyu here is replacing Ding Ying, road number 1 from Team Person. All right, Shasha, your choice for the coin toss. 来选一下颜色。
红吗？
Red, okay. Well, your wish has been granted. 你选什么呢？
发球。
发球 serve. Okay. Game 5.
Here we are, back for match number 5. Interesting matchup here. We have Sun Yinsha against Wang Mengyu. Here in the blue, Sun Yinsha coming in for round 2. Had an impressive opening game against Georgina Bota, winning 4 games to 1. Only aged 16. Very young indeed, but has took the T2 in her stride.
And on this side, we have Wang Manyu, quite tall. Current ranking of 32, and that's her highest. She managed to beat Feng Tianwei in that 3-2 epic that we had yesterday. And welcome back into the chair, Winnie Che of Singapore.
Time. First game. Sun from Team JJ Serve. Love all. One love.
From the start, this match should be an absolute cracker. Both women playing with a lot of speed over the table. Should be in for a real treat of some fast over table action.
Let one love. Love 2.
I was so impressed yesterday when I watched Wang Manyu in the practice hall, and she was playing against South Korea's Ju Se-hook, the defensive player. She was ripping through the ball, and she was winning 60 or 70% of the points. Thoroughly impressive.
4 love.
Speaking of Ju Se-hook, he is still yet to come up in the final match against the young pup of Japan, Harimoto. Should be a real kicking match there. Stick around for that one. The actions of both of these women is absolutely superb. Over the table action, quick, short, compact strokes. It's what you need in the women's game.
Wonderful touch there around the net, and then a little bit fortunate. That next backhand, catching the edge of the table. Both players putting so much pressure on each other. Not too many passive blocking shots going on.
A lot of you players at home would have been pretty happy with that rally, but Wang just not. That's how high class she wants to play.
7-2.
Wonderful forehand there from Sun. Really ripping through the side of the ball, getting that ball to deviate and arc away.
Let 2-8.
This could be a rapid fire, quick first set. Remember, we started with 24 minutes on the clock.
Look at that. Hopefully it's a replay of that. The bend in the ball from our box was absolutely superb. Oh, there is. Yep, here we go. Just bending around the right side of the ball.
My coach back home, good old Miles Ross, would have appreciated that. He likes when someone hits round the edge of the ball.
9-4.
Wang fully entering the T2 spirit, trying to get every point, not throwing away the set like we see in sometimes in table tennis matches.
11-4.
So there it is, a dominant first set from Sun. So many big impressive forehand winners, changing the pace, changing the spin as well. Thoroughly deserved first set.
一下就拿下，像刚才那种球就是这样的球，你知道吗？现在开局一定要把分数捏紧，真的不能松，对吧？把它 hold 住了，你的底气比他足，你知道吗
Second game, one serve, love all.
Players coming back to the same side again, and we're quickly back in play.
One love. Love 2.
Remember, we have lots of new rules in store in this exciting T2 format. 24-minute matches. It's quick, it's fast, 15 seconds between points. You still get your normal 1 minute timeout each. But remember, when it gets to 10 all, it's a sudden death point. Adds excitement here in the T2 cavern. We've got 4 teams that are up against one another over 6 fascinating weeks. The top 2 teams will then battle it out in a grand final, and that'll be in December. We've got lots to look forward to between now and then.
4-1.
Bit of a role reversal here. Wang just running away with the second set so far. Both players, of course, pretty active in the World Tour circuit. Sun Sha winning her first ever senior tournament that she entered in Japan Open 2017. An impressive display for the only 16-year-old Chinese athlete.
That serve's died out a bit in the game, the long, fast, floaty serve. It's very effective. And if it's so effective, you fire it in for a second time in succession. Very clever.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Really nice to see here, different styles in women's game. Every single match a little bit different. Starting off with Bernadette Shocks and Matilda Ekholm. Long forehand strokes, a lot of spin kicking about. Here we have very compact short strokes, much quicker pace. Very interesting that T2 athletes all have different styles and variations.
5-6.
And later this evening, we'll have the England #1, Paul I Don't Block Drinkle, on show, and that's always intriguing for the fans here in the Cavern.
He's definitely in fine fettle this evening, isn't he? Seen him practicing this morning. Should be an interesting one for us tonight. Stay tuned, folks. Now, of course, with Sun Yin-Xia winning that first game, it has taken Team JJ level with Team Pearson, both at 10 apiece. Getting into the business end of the whole match here. Second last match, which team can pull away?
Beautifully poised here. Wonderful work on the receive. It's so easy on a serve like that, short to the forehand, that you just come in, use your forehand receive and pop it up. So she's done well to maneuver around the ball. And if it works the first time, again, go for it a second time. Why not? So it's Wang that opens up the 2-point lead.
10-7.
She just a little bit hesitant there. No, she was 2 points down at that stage. Now he faces a game point against her.
11-7.
And well played, Wang.
From Team Pearson.
Two world-class players here. Look at the different serves, the touch, the variation, the direction. We've got everything here on show in the wonderful Cavern.
Nice to see Winnie Che in the background, doing a good job so far.
But now good work.
I'd love to see referee Low back for round 3. He was my personal favourite. He took no prisoners. Absolute cracker of a referee. And maybe, well, they might be saving him for the grand finals. Who knows?
Players change sides.
Off drop, hopes not. Calling some of his serves to be false. He'll be campaigning for a different umpire for the grand finals if he is to make it. Wang up for this third set, giving a little jump to the crowd there. Nice to see.
You see from that wide camera angle there, so many things happening here in the Cavern. It's not all down here just on the red dance floor. We've got our T2 junior section off to the right. We've got our TTX section right through the back, and we've got a wonderful practice area as well, where we see these elite athletes warming up and showing off some of their attributes. So it's really good, it's exciting to be here. And when you've got forehand winners coming in like that, it really adds to the real drama we have here in the Pinewood Studios.
JJ in the background, standing like a statue over his player, showing no emotion here. I wonder what he's thinking.
4-2.
If in doubt, give that backhand a clout. That's much better from Sun. But at 4-2 down in this second set, it's an uphill battle.
4-2. 4-3.
That's definitely not what you want to see. Seen a lot of those today, Gavin. A lot of serves going into the net.
Sometimes you just have players overthinking the serve slightly.
Initially looked like a Sun Jin Cha's game. Came out of the blocks firing, but playing backhands like that, straight up the line. Really stepping into the middle of the table as well to get the angle.
Wonderful table tennis on show again here. Reading each other so well.
Ding Ning's gonna appreciate that one. Of course, the Chinese players are on rotation. Wang Mengyu taking Ding Ning's place in team person.
Sometimes it's tougher when someone delivers a bad serve that kicks up a little bit higher. You don't often play against serves or train against serves like that.
8-6. Sun just walking for the ball there, falling into hold habits. But of course, T2 is rapid fire. Ball boys are standing at the side, ready to throw a new ball in.
9-6.
Of course, all the balls beforehand are tested in the practice hall. Samsonov earlier going through a whole bucket, testing the rotation.
7-9.
Wonderful. Smashed the lob rally there. Always good to finish off with a nice clean forehand winner. And soon, 2 points down.
7-10.
Just feel like Wang is opening a little bit more space in her forehand, giving herself a chance to play. Lovely inside out forehand there.
10-8.
So let's see. Wang has 2 serves if she needs them to open up a 2-1 lead.
10-9.
Of course, that was going to be a timeout.
Timeout.
When you have
1 minute.
Jorgen Persson in your corner, he knows the optimum time to utilise that timeout.
Looks like JJ just taking a little bit of a step back. Was much more aggressive coaching Samsonov. Not really giving too much away to Sun Yunxia though, especially when she needs it
现在
most
注意
at
最后两个
9-10
球，
down.
最后两个球想想，这其他先不要考虑这么多，下一局再讲。这两个球怎么办？他会有什么拼你，还是控制你或者是下一板？现在他的质量已经加快了，节奏前面已经很快加快。你现在没有
Can't
跟
forget
上，
that
但
she's
是现
only
在都不要紧。
16 years old, a lot of pressure on her young shoulders.
Okay, good. Spin, spin. I want this one.
10-9.
So here we go. The stats are mighty close, and so is the scoreline. This is the one that matters down there. It's 1 set all. It's 10-9, and it's game point for Wang.
10-all.
2 in a row.
No deuce.
Wow. Winnie Che telling us it's no deuce, and this knowledgeable crowd, of course they knew that. So here we go. Sudden death. It's the Sun service delivery. Oh, there it is! Sun Yunxia, unbelievable. And Coach JJ, look at him, arms aloft, incredible. showing a lot of emotion now.
The first smile we've seen all day from Team JJ. Nice to see, nice to see.
T2 Cavan suddenly ignited with excitement. And why shouldn't it? We have an 11-all scoreline. Team JJ in person. So fitting here at the T2 Cavan. We're packed with excitement. And as we said before, we have another intriguing match to come this evening. Oh, it's going to be tiring. Now here we go. Straight back in, no messing around. No time to think about a good or a bad set. You're back up again. Backhand flicking each other out of the park. In typical Asian style, this.
1-all.
Sunyin Shah always wanting to play a forehand. A little bit of deception on the receive. Nice to see from the Asian athletes. Don't see too much deception in the women's game.
If this is what China have to offer for the future, then it's very, very bright indeed. And these two players are going to improve vastly in years to come.
Well, Wang has notable wins over Ding Ning and Louis Shuai Wen in the Chinese Super League 2016.
3-all.
When you're playing at a level where you can beat the world #1, and that's extremely promising. You hear of so many promising juniors. Well, when you're mixing it with the top seniors and you're a junior, that's when you know you're promising.
3-4.
Still opting for the backhand flick. Has served both players really well here. But of course these players will know each other's styles and games, both in the same country.
5-4.
Oh, lovely unlucky little net there against Sunyin Shah. Just dribbled over. Couldn't even adapt. Backhand flick breaking down a little. Wang choosing to serve a little bit longer, trying to disrupt the rhythm of Sunyin Shah.
4-7.
Well, if you're gonna serve long, you're gonna expect the ball back long. Don't know what was going through her head there.
A little bit frustrated. Here's Wang. Wonderful tussle here though. Two world-class players. Very few unforced errors. Look at that. 4 on Sun's racket and 6 on Wang's. Just shows the quality of this match.
Looking a little bit frustrated at the minute. Standing a little bit too upright and not using her legs as she is used to.
Technically so good there back from the table. You could see it just coiling and then uncoiling on the shot. Very good. Good to see, isn't it? And a little dribbly spin up.
Nice to see them playing around the net a little bit, choosing to stick away from the backhand flip. Touch, touch, touch. It'll win you the crappy little points, but all the points matter.
So important. And again, nicely poised at 2 sets all here. It's that mixture between slow spin-ups like that one there and getting through some of the shots. That's what's important.
Really impressive. With the age of both players, having the knowledge that they have, mixing the game from fast, 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 breaking it down, then a slow rally next time.
Love all.
Really do have a great system in China for bringing through the youth.
Love 1.
So with just over 3 minutes left of our allotted 24, this is going to be a shortened set, but whoever's in the lead when that buzzer goes off will be taking another point individually and then loading it in for their team. Person 12 to 11 up at this stage, but we know that that's going to change very quickly.
Telling herself, yeah, arm up, follow through.
Lovely to keep the racket nice and high there when you're in an active blocking position like that. Just keep the rally moving in that spin blocking style. 1 minute 40 left. Just a handful of points now to play.
3-all.
These let serves will slow the game down. Remember, the winner of this match will pick up $1,000. Never bad for 24 minutes work.
4-all.
Soon asking for the ball to be sent in quickly. You know, time is ticking away here. And it's still 4-all in the last set, should be anyway.
Wow, both players really playing well at the same time. Knowledgeable crowd, knowledgeable audience, everything happening here in the T2 Cavern.
Here's Socks in the background, urging Wang to calm down as well. A little bit of emotion from her, saying, calm yourself, collect yourself, slow down, you're 2 points ahead. Very tactical there from Bernadette Shocks.
Let 6-4.
Again, telling her to use the 15 seconds there. Very cheeky.
6-5. Time's up. Game
Well,
one from Team Person.
that was tough, wasn't it? Playing right to the edge of the rules, but I suppose that's what you've got to do. Big money on the line, and another cracking 1 point for the team as well for Wang. Big 3 games to 2 win there, as you see on the scoreboard.
That's Wang walking away with $2,000 already in her first opening 2 matches. See some backhand winners, very, very close for both players. Little to tear them apart. We've seen a lot of backhand over rallies. Very impressive display from both players.
Let's sit back and watch 1 or 2 of these intriguing highlights. So many times Sun ripping around that right hand side of the ball. Both players played really well in this match this afternoon. And that's what we've needed to ignite the Cavern up this afternoon's play and set us up nicely for the one tonight as well. So it was a wonderful match between two really good Chinese players. It was Wang that came through this one in a tight 3-2 win.
All right, Manyu is with us. Manyu, congratulations！ 今天打得相当不错。整个比赛确实是跌宕起伏，而且对于队友打球其实是很艰难的知己知彼。怎么来处理这样的一种关系啊？
主要还是一个做好自己吧。彼此都非常熟悉，所以处理球方面，包括执行方面，主要还是取决于自己。
我看教练这个Pearson 一直在跟你的鼓励，一直在跟你说话，你们之间怎么交流啊？
我只能靠单词听懂。
我相当不错。
或者是手势。
A job well done. Congratulations. 好 ，When we come back, Game 6. All right, Game 6 is about to start, and right now, of course, JJ team is still trailing. So why don't we just give Harimoto a chance to do the coin toss? Winnie, please. 什么颜色
Black.
Black. Okay. Okay, your wish has been granted.
Service.
Serve. Okay, gentlemen, bring it on.
So we've had a little break there, but such excitement in our last women's match between two really high-level Chinese women players. So now we step ahead to the final men's match with Juicy Hook and Tomokazu Harimoto. I like to nickname him Harry. We'll see if I start to get excited during this match. That's what I'll be calling him, Big Harry.
Of course, his opponent is no other than Juicy Hook, South Korea. The only defensive player here in round 2, age 37. A little bit older than Harry, of course, but that won't stop him. Currently ranked 17th, highest ranking of 5.
Winnie Che, the referee, still with us, one of our favourites.
First game, Harimoto of Team JJ to serve. Love all.
He's very vocal, he's very young, he's very talented, and he's very good. And let's see how Harry deals with the defence.
We were watching him earlier with his practice partner. Seemed like he was trying to win an awful lot directly. This may be a tactic that he'll want to implement here throughout the match. First, heavy spin up, and then trying to get the direct winner into the middle.
Lovely when players so young can think like adults.
3-1.
Samsonov has made a reappearance back on the bench. Knows how important this match is for Harimoto. The team trailing by 2 games. If Harry is to win this, Team JJ could come out with the win.
That was a little bit rough. Ball just hitting the edge of the racket from Juicy Hook and screaming back over the net.
Three, four.
Always interesting with Harimoto shouts there. Such a manly shout. I'm sure when I was 14 years old, my shouts sounded a little bit more like Bernadette Zock's.
5-3.
Very tactical here early on. Harimoto mixing the play, but still attacking deep into the middle of the table of Ju Se-hyuk. Playing with a little bit more power to that area.
A little bit more purchase on the Ju chop there. Able to slice through that with the heavy long pimple.
8-4.
You can see though, Ju's gonna have to slice the ball a little bit more. Harimoto throwing his whole body into each shot. Very powerful for only 14 years old. Just a little bit too much there. Ju Se-hyuk mixing the spin, a little bit more float in that one.
The chopper just not being able to find his range yet and get out from the table quickly enough. He's going to have to really battle hard here. Remember, Harimoto already into the top 40 in the world.
11-6. First game to Harimoto of Team JJ.
Quick fire from young Harry there. Able to rotate. He was serving well. And hopefully here, Jiang Jilian, the captain. I'm sure they'll be communicating here in Chinese. Just telling his player to get fired up and more of the same, please.
Second game, Ju of Team Person to serve. Love all. One love.
Interesting to note as well. A lot of momentum taken over from yesterday. Harimoto in a winning position against Wang Chuqin, while Ju losing out pretty largely to Chen Qian and 4-1. I wonder if that has anything to do with the slow start against Harimoto.
2-1.
Harimoto's so strong when he sees that Ju is trying to recover from the table and then out from the table. That's when he catches him nice and quickly. Once a chopper is set 5 or 6 meters away from the table, that's when it's tough. It's ridiculous. He stopped that ball on the table. Wow. Wonderful touch there. Ripping through the ball. Beautiful. Look at that.
4-2.
Pretty special.
The whole bench and Team JJ is ignited with that one. Fully animated. The whole bench up on their feet trying to support their player.
Reading every kind of chop that's coming his way. And there's lots of variation, remember, on the Ju Se-hyuk chop. That one was sliced in half though, with a little touch of side spin as well. The way he managed to carve round the side there.
See the feeling of Harimoto though, respecting the chop, making sure his push goes right underneath the ball to let the ball kick off the rubber.
Good miss from Harry though, looking for the opponent's middle.
Again, making the defender, Jusei Hook, decide if he's going to play a forehand chop or a backhand chop. That's where you've got to attack. If you're playing a defender, you play it too much in the wings and they get very comfortable.
All the oohs and ahs from the crowd, they're really appreciating this one. You do remember an opponent's middle changes. It depends where they are at the table as to where you need to direct the ball to find their middle.
Team Parsons bench running onto the court there, led by Bernadette Schatz.
He uses that shot sparingly, does Jusei Hook. An appreciation again from Bernie. And here we go. Game point. Oh, and he's put that one away. He's come back in with a pimple and hit it down the line. Jusei Hook, he's on fire!
Team JJ, Zhang Zhiliang in full support of Jusei Hook there. Really impressive with that shot. Just because he's the opponent's coach doesn't mean he can appreciate the shot like that.
Came roaring back in, full extension, and then straight back to Jorgen Persson at the side. How he managed to get out of that one. The great escape. It's 11-9. He was getting thumped, but showing his experience as he does.
Harimoto waiting for him at the table here, urging Jusei Hook, come on, let's get started. I want to get another set. Young and impatient.
Well, I'm sure everyone there knew how heavy that chop was.
What a guttural show that was from the 14-year-old. Seems like Jusei Hook has finally found his legs out there. Of course,
both players really hitting through the ball.
this will be, of course, the first time these two players have met. They haven't played each other in the World Tour circuit, so both experiences are new.
Oh, that ball just dribbling over the net, and young Harry will take that one. Wow. Not much you can do with that one. Wonderful camera angle there, dribbling into the middle of the table. And he's got that nice mix now as a Korean player. Should I attack? Should I defend?
You've got to believe Jusei Hook is at his best out there, mixing attack with defense. Not many players choose to play as much attack as he does, but when you've got a forehand like that, you got to use it.
Oh, it's hotting up down here on the red Taraflex dance floor.
Samsonov turning to the VIP section, puffing out his cheeks. Did you see that one, guys? I hope you did.
7-3.
A few more float chops coming in from the Jew racket. Just hitting down on the ball instead of cutting underneath it. Very patient. Tomokazu Haramoto still staying just within contention with 12 minutes to go.
Net 7-4.
South Korean mixing up his serves here very well, just confusing the young Japanese kid.
Discussion going on in the bench as well between Chuan Chi-wan and Big Samsonov.
Haramoto looking towards Samsonov there, getting a little bit of encouragement. It's okay, we've all been there against Ju.
9-5.
Remember, Juicy Hook in 2003, making it all the way through to the world final, where he eventually lost out to Werner Schlager. Timeout from Juicy Hook. Sure, here the way he's performing, he's rolling back the years though. A little bit sluggish in game one. Been able to play close to the table and then get out from the table. He's really started to quicken up though.
If you get good ball, yeah. Service maybe.
Both teams are allowed one timeout during the 24-minute match.
11-9，拿过来，啊，想想办法，就这样冲就可以了啊。
As expected, when you're playing a defensive player, you're going to be the one that plays more forehand winners. If you didn't, I think you'd be shaking hands and you've lost. So here we go.
Yeah, also to make the flip.
Very interesting.
Trust you again.
Nice little advice from Jorgen Persner. Trust your game. Knows Ju has a level that he can play at and just needs to trust himself.
Really getting into that chop now. He's able to just lead with his elbow and then lace underneath it.
Ju leading in this game though, showing his 23 more years of experience.
11-7.
Wow. Harimoto though, credit to him, very accepting of the net. And he's just back to Jiang Jiliang at the side. He's going to need some advice now if he's to turn round this deficit 2-1. That was a 4.5-minute game, that one. Fairly standard in this T2 league.
Confirmation there, Jorgen Persson, trust your game. Repetition is key here.
Not a bad way to start a set. Let's go for a nice crash flick. The important thing is that you make it though.
Tried to go too quick, 2 in a row there, just didn't pay off. Underestimated the backspin. He's just getting right underneath that ball now, finding his legs, getting the white line.
And now as Team Persson has opened up a 15-12 lead, it looks as if they're going to be victorious. He really battles. Look, he's always able to get that extra ball back. Seeing it so well. see as that ball hit the red Taraflex floor, that was spinning right back at us.
Well, we know how important the red Taraflex is, especially for Ju at the minute. Grip on the floor is important if he's going to run in and out. Able to see the ball for Harimoto as well if he's playing really long and deep.
5-all. Timeout.
Harimoto calling himself a timeout there. 14 years old, knowing when he needs to step out, compose himself. Not many 14-year-olds will be able to know that. Too many rely on the coach these days.
怎么旋转呢？它这个只是一个长球而已啊，没什么特别转。对，节奏稍微慢一点点就够了，节奏稍微慢一点点就，还是用正手，不要用反手，对吧？你用正手拉它，它一点办法都没有，挺好的。啊，加油加油！现在还平手呢，5比5。
5-all.
So he's just been told there, let's just slow the rhythm down a little bit. That's important.
Harimoto choosing not to take that advice, playing 2 quick forehands out of the block.
Go.
Oh, that is buried. Put that away. Super. The way he was able to hit through this last forehand. Look, that was sliced round. Delighted.
Well, if this is Harimoto slowing down the pace, I would hate to say if he said quicken up.
This game nicely poised.
Just jumping up a little bit there, didn't follow through, didn't keep his body down.
Just not giving himself enough room from the table. So with less than 6 minutes to go, and our allotted 24, this is very interesting.
Bernie on her feet, there we are.
Just feel when the Korean gets a little bit lower down for some of those chops and he's chopping underneath the table, that's the ones much tougher then for Harry to read. Just again that experience of knowing when to attack. Look at that one, opening the hand, ripping round the side of the ball. The bench are finally going to take a breather, sit back down again.
Confirmation there, 3-1 in favour of the South Korean. Now, with the time ticking down, for Harimoto it is important to get one more game for his team. Especially since you've got a lot more rounds to go before the grand finals in December.
Hats off again to Harimoto. Really difficult. Some of those chops. Doing really well to get that one back as well.
There was appreciation there from Jur Groskopf and Michael Mies, who had just entered the building there. Teams have arrived for this evening's match. Preparation underway.
That's the tougher one, the chop that just sits up a little bit. That's saying, come on then, Harry, have a go at that one. It's almost like a little tempter. Look, it just sits up a bit. Same with that serve.
Just not using his legs enough there, was all arm and his back jumping up.
Unbelievable defensive work. This is what we've seen from him in 2003, rolling back the years.
Who would have thought 14 years later he'd be in the thick of it again here in the T2 Cavern.
3-all.
Such a physical game he plays, but he has the longevity in his game. He's 37 years old. Still playing at his best, along with a lot of other players like Timo Boll, 36, Vladimir Samsonov, a big 41. What do these players do to keep playing?
I suppose Jorgen Persson says these guys are just youngsters. Struggling to read that. But I'm sure sometimes he should be looking to run round straight off and spin up with the forehand. That's the safer of the shots.
3-6.
A little bit despondent now after running away with the first game. He's so good mixing the spin there. Throwing it heavy backspin, and then a little bit less in the last second.
Wasn't anyone there. Taxi for young Harry.
No one was home at there, folks. He left the front door open, invited him in, and allowed him to sit in the settee.
4-8.
There we go. 8-4.
Oh, he's still so positive though for 14 years old. Hasn't blown up. So mentally strong.
I'm sure he's not going to throw his racket out of the arena after losing either.
Well, he's in 1 point away if he gets this. And the time ticks down, it goes to sudden death. He may end up winning this set after all.
And that buzzer's gonna go. And congratulations to Juicy Hook. What a wonderful match that was. Played so well to get back into young Harimoto. Again, playing his part. What a super prospect he's gonna be. Oh, look at that. Congratulations from John G as well. As all the players go round, congratulate each other for such a wonderful match. Team JJ against Team Persson. Wow, it's going to be a tough one to beat. A few of the wonderful points that were on show here. So this was a match that had lots of attack against defence. It also had the defender stepping back up to the table as well. It was really exciting, and it was Team Pearson that have managed to come through, and they've earned 17 points to Team Jiangji Lian's 12. What a cracking point that was. What a cracking match, and we'll see you later on this evening.
Welcome back. We're now with the winning side coach or captain, team coach and team captain Jürgen. Jürgen, actually, this was a nail-biting game. It really came down to the very last end. You must be pleased with the performance today, especially after yesterday's loss.
Yeah, it was a fantastic game. It was close all the time, yeah, with the sets. We were in the lead, but they always came back, yeah. So it was many good games also. So I'm very happy with the team. That shows good team spirit when we can come back after that defeat yesterday. So that showed that we are strong mentally also. Very important.
Absolutely. Well, what do you tell your team players, though? I mean, especially, we have to give the coach or the captain a lot of credit.
No, it's mostly the players. But of course, yesterday we said, okay, we were a little unlucky also, and we have a big. Today is a new game and a new possibilities. Yeah, we are starting from 0-0. Yeah, so just take the opportunities to get back to the winning streak again.
Certainly did. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Yeah, Captain Jürgen. All right, that wraps up this afternoon's fixture and also action. Let's check out the leaderboard right now from the men's side. Chen Jin is still leading, of course, right now, and followed by Samsonov. And let's check out the bottom half right there. And that's the men's leaderboard of the singles ranking. And women's ranking right now, Sun Yunsha is leading. Of course, she is taken over, replacing Wu Yang of China. Wang Maiyu of China is replacing Ding Ying, followed up right there. And this is the second half of the leaders board. All right, let's check out the teams rankings right now. And Person's team right now, as he said, and well, what a bounce back right there. But now they're leading. JJ team is second, and followed by Mays, and last but not least, of course, Team Rossi. Of course, later on, Team Rossi's team will take on the other team. So this is the fixture results right there of this afternoon's fixture. Some specific results right there. So tonight, local time, 7 p.m., we have another fixture featuring Team Mays and Team Rossi. So once again, a lot of action to look forward to, a lot to offer. And that wraps up this afternoon's action. Thank you so much for being with us. Hopefully we'll see you tonight. Bye for now. Thank you.